Hello and welcome back to Tutoring with Gavin. In this series of videos, I'll be showing you how to get great grades in your exam using quality quotes or speeches from the novella A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I'll show you how to reveal vital information about character, themes, imagery and literary devices that will help you get your grade 9 in the GCSE Literature exam. This video will focus on a section of Stave 2 where we discover that Scrooge is once in love with Belle. When we are first introduced to her, she is crying when she tells the young Scrooge, "Another idol has displaced me." There are many references to idols in the Bible. In Exodus 20, for example, it says, "You shall have no other gods before me." Belle seems to be saying that Scrooge no longer puts her first as the most precious thing to him. Instead, gold is now worshipped. Dickens is saying something about Victorian Britain here, that it has lost its way and now worships money over people. Scrooge tries to justify his greed. There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty. This fear of poverty is understandable, and Dickens had experienced this as a child. Perhaps he is suggesting that this fear of poverty can force people to behave with greed, and therefore society needs to rid itself of poverty in order to rid itself of greed. Dickens cleverly uses the semantic field of business when Belle describes their relationship. Our contract is an old one. A contract is usually linked with business, but here she is using it as a metaphor for their commitment and love for each other. She uses the pronoun we repeatedly, as if to highlight this contract which has now been broken. Scrooge is now acting alone in his greed. You are changed. Scrooge again tries to defend his behaviour by saying, "I was a boy." She finally ends the relationship with, "I release you. With a full heart, for the love of him you once were. May you be happy in the life you have chosen." She no longer loves him because he has chosen money over her. It's interesting that he does not try very hard to convince her that he will change back to the man she loved. Scrooge is full of regret in this scene. He asks the ghost, "Why do you delight to torture me?" The ghost forces him to watch Belle in later life, happily married with children. She greets her husband, who is laden with Christmas toys and presents. His children set about him playfully in a scene that would have been familiar to Dickens' own family life at Christmas with his 10 children. The scaling him with chairs for ladders to dive into his pockets, despoil him of brown paper parcels, hold on tight by his cravat, hug him round the neck, pummel his back and kick his legs in irrepressible affection. This sentence is very typical of Dickens' style of writing. It is a complex sentence with numerous descriptive subordinate clauses to drive home the point, alliteration, and finishing on an exclamation mark to show how much fun is being had. Dickens is driving home the themes of Christmas and family and how important they are to the human spirit. But he is also showing us how Scrooge not only lost the love of his life, but lost his family because of greed. Well, I hope this has helped. If you would like more quality quotes analysis, be sure to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Until next time.